It's Madden NFL 24, and all eyes are on Saquon Barkley. He was stellar.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. He was creeping up toward 200 yards. Thought he was going to get there. Didn't quite make it, but also 2 rushing touchdowns.
And even if he only got about half those numbers this week, his team would take it in a heartbeat, wouldn't they? Because last week, he was spectacular.
To Barkley on the check down.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, and all we're seeing is opposing jerseys come out here.
And third down throw, and it misses the target, incomplete.
Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt.
Take it right on the 30. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. 2nd and 10.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
When you look at this defense,
they are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive they started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good.
so the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them, only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Finds his man. There's Jordy Madison. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
Now back to throw. Touchdown! Great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dragons have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. They begin with a run by Barkley. Evades the tackler, and now some space. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley. Taken down at the 42. When you look at this defense, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Los Angeles.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nolan Smith has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll look to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taking it about the 16. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there, 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be 2nd down.
The tackle by Kenneth Murray. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Yeah, this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Handoff right side to Wangu. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
That's good. 4.
They'll set up a throw. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dragons are able to add on to that lead. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it's going to make our score 15-3. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This one goes out wide for Barkley. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he is caught, and he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Chargers 1st down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw again. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. They'll throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 40 yards. And the Chargers are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And this is back to a 5-point game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. This taken in right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Ready, set.
They go play action here on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. DK Metcalf, 72 yards. And the Dragons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A short one there, caught by Likely. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 9 now. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw again. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. They have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. touchdowns. You just know defensively, you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He lets one go deep for Addison. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he cannot pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
He lets one go deep for Addison. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached the message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So this offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that 1st half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that 1st half.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. They'll drop the throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
70 Timberwolves. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Come on. Hey.
Brings up 3rd
19 Tiger,
down.
19 Tiger. Warriors, 70s.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And quickly, they get to the line.
6 yards. Brings up 3rd and 16.
He'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jordan Addison from 17 yards out. And the Dragons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. They'll look to throw, and this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Martin Emerson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. We've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really
under pressure, they got him again. They overloaded that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at about the 14. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
I'm not lying. Go street. Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now a 2nd and 6. from the gun. He'll hand this off.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. So as the medical... We'll step aside.
Ready.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take the...
There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes.
And he takes it all the way down to the 22.
A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Saquon Barkley. 22 yards.
And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still empirical. And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to...
And it's caught. Touchdown. Touchdown number 70.
And the Dragons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The LA offense ready for this next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
10 yards on the pickup.
2nd down and inches. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
44-yard line.
And this one too low.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, LA! Cortland Sutton, 50 yards. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Rig alert! Rig alert!
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Check! 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 Check!
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
Check back! Check back!
Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Come on.
2nd down and 6 now. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll look to throw again.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. That is caught. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. First and 10 inside the 30. And he fends him off.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. But turn helped him there, but not to be.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Throwing here, Cousins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
March to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So the false start will back them up 5.
False start, offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, and someone jumped.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. To the air again, it's Cousins. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, and now this game is over.
Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, you know, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for Tokyo, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on